Hey everybody, back again for another Coach's Corner. Just thinking of something this week that I've often said in the past and relating to traditional and sport karate. Many times when you speak with a traditional karateka, they're going to kind of look down on the sport world, especially like the sport karate world, thinking that it's kind of useless and just playing games and playing tag and all those things. They don't really see the value in it. Conversely, you'll see the sport karateka not taking much interest in the traditional world. In my club and in my dojo, I try the best I can to combine both these things. I kind of call it modern karate, and not in the way that many people denigrate modern karate, but trying to combine the best things from the past, the present, and the future. For example, all of the grappling and takedown components that were once present in karate, I'm very much interested in bringing those back into the elements of both my sport and traditional karate. The deep understanding of bunkai and how you can drill it and those techniques that work really well. Just the style of practice and perfection it takes to work your ki on. But then, in the competitive world, developing speed, timing, agility, sportsmanship, the ability to accomplish goals, all these things are very important things. And I think people miss out on that if they don't take part, even if it's not something you're that interested in doing. If you look back at like ancient cultures, let's say the Greeks and the Romans, for example, they had like gymnasiums, competitive training gymnasiums that were part of their culture. Yes, they were going to war, even if there's skirmishes quite frequently, but the level of competition was very high, and in doing that, it made their martial arts skills a lot higher because there was always something to look forward to. So, you might not go out and, like, say, compete in tournaments that often, but just having people in the dojo or maybe even in other dojos that you meet with that you compete against, that you're pushing each other, is really going to help your development. Just doing self-practice a lot of times leads to a minimal amount of skills. You're not going to learn how to actually defend yourself unless you're live drilling and sparring. And if you're just sparring and drilling with the same people all the time, sometimes that can be great. There's world champions who train just with the same people and they push themselves. But and often is the case that you're just going to end up getting into a comfort zone. You'll see people training 1 or 2 days a week, claiming to be traditional karateka, and then they'll be looking down on athletes who train 5 or 6 days a week and telling them they're not doing real karate. Conversely, you'll see, sport karateka who haven't done anything but point sparring and sport kata and not even understanding why traditional karate was so big and so popular for so long. So, my advice to you is if you're consider yourself a traditional martial artist and you have nothing to do with sport, I challenge you to go out and try and get involved more in it, whether it's refereeing, coaching, or even doing a couple tournaments, even masters divisions. If you are a sport karateka, I would advise you to try to go back and do some of your traditional classes that you haven't done in a while and see what you can learn from that. Delve into the bunkai, delve into the understanding of why you do Kihon and what it can do to help you improve. That's my advice for this week. So get out there and try something new.